All right, today we're talking about something budgeting. And I know, you probably think you know what that is, but most people get it completely wrong. We're going to look at it from a totally different angle, how it's not just about money, but about sharpening your mind and taking control of your life. So yeah, let's just get right into it.
Let's kick things off with this, because it really sets the stage. I want you to just forget everything you've ever heard about budgeting being about restriction or penny pinching. That's not it at all. This isn't about what you can't do. It's about who you can become. It's a way to train your mind to be in charge of your resources instead of the other way around.
Okay, so to really grasp this, we have to start by completely changing how we think about the word budgeting. We're going to build a whole new mindset around it.
So what is it really? When you boil it all down, budgeting is just giving every single one of your dollars a job to do. That's it. It's an intentional act. You know how money just seems to disappear from your account? Well, this stops that. You're the one in charge now, telling your money exactly where to go. It takes the chaos and turns it into a system you actually control.
And this right here, this shows the difference perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the old, negative way of thinking that it's all about restriction, punishment, thinking you're broke. But on the other side, that's the truth of it. It's about control, strategy, power. And you know what? It's about self-respect.
Okay, so now let's talk about how this whole thing becomes so much bigger than just your bank account. This is the real secret. This is why it's a skill that can literally change your life.
See, the biggest wins from budgeting, they're not financial, they're mental. Seriously, think about it like going to the gym, but for your brain. Every time you make a deliberate choice about your money, that's like doing a rep. You're training yourself. And pretty soon, you stop being a victim to every impulse, and you start being the one in the driver's seat of your life.
And look at the mental muscles you're building. With every budget, you're building discipline. When you choose to save for something big instead of buying something small right now, that's delayed gratification. When you fight off that urge to buy something you don't need, you're training your emotional regulation. And when you plan ahead, that's strategic thinking. It all comes together to give you this incredible sense of self-control.
But look, just like any good workout, it's not always going to be easy. And that's okay, because the hard parts, that's where you get stronger.
It's all about how you look at the struggle. So when you get that urge to make an impulse buy, that's not you failing. That's an opportunity. It's another set, another rep in your mental workout. And it's making you tougher, more resilient every single time.
Let's get specific here. You fight that urge to buy something just because you had a bad day, boom, you're building impulse control. You wait to buy that thing you really want so you can hit a bigger goal, that's you strengthening your discipline. When you tell yourself no, right now, that's not punishment, that is pure self-mastery. And when you resist caving to what everyone else is doing, you're literally building a stronger you.
All right, so we've talked a lot about the why, but now you're probably thinking, okay, great, but how do I actually do this? Well, the good news is it doesn't have to be some crazy complicated thing. Here's a really simple formula to get you going.
First, you've got to get clear. Just list all your income and all your expenses. See where everything's going. Simple. Step 2, give every one of those dollars a job. You're the boss. This one's for rent, this one's for food, this one's for savings. Then, and this is important, you got to track it. Just check in weekly to see how you're doing. A huge pro tip, automate your savings. Just set it and forget it. And finally, look it over every month. Tweak it, adjust it. This isn't a prison sentence, it's a flexible plan.
And just remember, these simple steps, this isn't just about managing money. This is the mental workout. Each one of these actions is a choice, a rep that's literally rewiring your brain for more discipline and a better future.
So as we start to wrap this up, there's a really big question we need to answer. Who is this actually for?
I mean, is this just for people who are in debt? Or maybe for rich people with complicated finances? Who really needs to do this?
The answer couldn't be simpler. Everyone. That's it. This isn't about how much money you make or how old you are. It's a universal tool for anyone who wants to grow. Just think about it. This is for anyone who wants more stability in their life and less chaos. Anyone who wants more discipline and fewer regrets. It's for anyone who wants more control, more peace of mind, and just more growth. This is for people who want to become stronger versions of themselves.
And that really brings us to the most important mindset shift of all. The biggest lie out there is that a budget traps you. But the absolute truth, it's the thing that sets you free. It frees you from money anxiety, it frees you from debt, and it frees you from being a slave to your own worst habits.
So when it all comes down to it, it's this simple. When you master your money, you're actually learning to master your mind.
And that discipline, it doesn't just stay with your finances. It's going to spill over into every part of your life. So the real question is, are you ready to take control?